Vivos for MLive, and welcome to my cooking show. Actually, I'm at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn at the Julia Child exhibition and the recreation of her kitchen. I even have a souffle making in the oven here. We'll get that later. We're going to show you a preview of this exhibition, the first place anywhere in the world to have this Julia Child exhibition. Opens Saturday for everybody and runs through September 10th. I want to bring in Kate. Let's get Kate Moreland, head of exhibitions here at the Henry Ford, and I'll take the camera. Thank you. Let's take a little tour. Here's Kate. Thank you. Show us around a little bit. This is awesome. This is one of the most famous celebrity chefs basically in the whole world, and we're getting a sneak peek here at this incredible exhibition with incredible pictures. Actually, I think this is Saturday Night Live right there. That's Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Julia the Phenomenon. So we are getting a behind the curtain tour.
There we go.
We're putting the finishing touches on this world premiere exhibition. So this is going to run from Saturday the 20th, May 20th through September 10th.
Yes.
And it's a biographical exhibit of the world famous celebrity chef Julia Child. So I would say that she was really the first celebrity TV chef. And so this takes you from her early beginnings up through her legacy, like with Dan Aykroyd.
I remember that Saturday Night Live skit. Yeah, this is amazing, and we started and we'll end again at the TV studio, the recreation of her TV kitchen. But and this is free with admission to the museum, right?
That's right. It's included with admission, so members get into this free all summer.
Yep. So if you get
anybody that buys a ticket.
Yep. So get a membership to the Henry Ford, which is one of the best museums in the world, and then you can get into these exhibitions like this that are traveling exhibitions for free. And how the heck did the Henry Ford get this over every museum in the nation first? Is there a story behind that?
There is, yes. Flying Fish are the producers of the exhibit, and they've produced other exhibits that we've hosted, most recently Apollo, when we went to the moon.
Oh, the Apollo exhibition was great,
yeah. And so they let us know that this exhibit was in the works, and we were able to see early concepts of it, and we thought it would be an excellent experiential exhibit. So let me give you an example of that experience. We're coming over here to when Julia was in cooking school over in Paris at Le Cordon Bleu, and we have some pretend food, but this isn't your kids' play food. This is like grown-up play food. So this is a caramel dish here, and then I will let you take a little sniff. This is a sniffy pot.
Oh, okay.
So you can smell a recreation of what that might have smelled like.
Interesting. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we have those throughout.
Okay.
And
this must be her diploma from Cordon Bleu.
That is a diploma from Le Cordon Bleu. She might be one of the most famous graduates of that school.
1931. Oh, 51.
1951. So Julia found her passion for cooking when she was in her late 30s and early 40s. She had really a tremendous life. And you're seeing some pictures here of her and her husband, Paul. Paul was a photographer. So we have this wonderful legacy of photographs that he took throughout their marriage and of her work. And that's really the core of this exhibition.
Okay.
Is his photographs.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of photographs already, and I have barely scratched the surface of that. Okay.
You're probably wondering about that bathtub.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, it's the first thing I noticed. I was like, why is there a bathtub? And I didn't want to interrupt you.
They enjoyed sending Valentine's Day cards to friends and family, and so this was from one of their cards, and you can actually get into the bathtub and take your own picture.
That's why it's open. How funny! Right. So you can stand here and get a picture. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. Okay.
Right. So just one of the endearing things. But getting to Julia's work, here is a massive version of Mastering the Art of French Cooking, which was her first book along with two other authors. And the important thing about Mastering the Art of French Cooking was that it was a cookbook of French recipes for American audiences. So before this, there were, of course, French cookbooks, but not any that would translate into what an American cook would have access to. So this was for a popular American audience to cook better food. Back in the 1950s, there were a lot of recipes that were maybe using like canned soup for sauce. My family recipes include that too.
Oh, yeah.
But she wanted to show what the art was, and the art included from scratch ingredients.
Okay. So again, if you're just joining us, we're at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn at the Julia Child exhibition as they're putting the final touches. You can hear vacuuming going on, I think, in the background.
Make sure everything's squeaky clean.
It opens on Saturday to the public. Friday, I think, is member preview, right? If you're a member of the museum.
Preview, so members can get in a day early. We like to provide that to all of our exhibitions for our members.
This is a big rendition of the book that we were just looking at. Okay, wow. That's neat.
It's a projection surface onto the book.
Wow.
And it pages through the foreword and some recipes that were included in it. There's pictures. There was so much detail put into this because they didn't want to take anything for granted.
Wow.
If a souffle had to be made a certain way, they wanted it to be step by step by step so that somebody who had just a basic knowledge of cooking would be able to make a fairly complicated dish.
Yep, look at that. You got sweet soufflés, fruit desserts, tarts, crepes. I can't even pronounce that French word.
Yes.
Lady fingers was below that too. Okay, so everything. Wow. And here we have some pots and pans and other cooking utensils.
This is from her home kitchen. And you'll see that a Sharpie was used to outline where each pan was supposed to go so that once it was cleaned, it would go back to its spot. So a very functional design.
Was this actually in her home kitchen? Like,
No,
there's a picture, but
this is a recreation.
Okay, but that's how she had it, I guess. She did the outlines.
How she had it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You can see all the outlines on all the... Wow. Very neat.
So you can see
and so that must be a picture of the actual kitchen right there.
Yeah, that's in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Julia and Paul lived for the part of time where she had become famous.
Okay, and then a recreation of that kitchen wall with all the utensils.
And it's touchable.
Oh, it is? Okay, so you can take them off, and I was debating that. Okay.
Oh, you can't actually take them off.
But you can touch them. Okay, gotcha.
You can touch, but you can't pull
Oh,
off.
gotcha. Okay. Okay. No stealing here. Okay.
No stealing.
All right, so we're making our way back to the TV studio. First, we have some old TV. This looks like my grandma's house back in the day.
These are all different kinds of TVs that Julia may have been shown on because she was first on PBS in Boston and then was syndicated all throughout the country.
Yeah, and there's an example of one of her shows right there, as you can see. If you've never seen Julia Child, there you go. That looks like she's roasting some chickens there.
She's talking about all different kinds of chickens because there are different sizes of chickens that are better for different things.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's salmon.
Oh, my goodness.
She wanted to take the fear and intimidation out of cooking, even of cooking fancy things.
Huh. Very neat. Okay, sorry, where were you going to take us? I was just mesmerized by watching the chickens and everything. So here's the recreation of the kitchen where we were at the beginning.
Yes.
And this is a great photo op area, I would assume, for people as well.
Guests can pretend to be cooking, like here.
You can pretend.
A lobster. And we have, I don't know these two things we go together. Here's a different kind of thing.
Oh, that's funny. And then there's a real TV camera too,
Yes,
like an
that's a
old
real
style
TV
one.
camera.
And if you want to go behind there real quick, Kate. So you've got you, the actual you, and then what it would look like on TV there. Very cool. Very cool.
Look behind you. We have some surprises here. Try to open the refrigerator. Can you do it?
Yeah, go for it. Look at that.
Ingredients.
GE. There's butter. Boy, this looks like an old fridge. I bet it still works too. These things, my fridge breaks after 10 years, but these old ones probably last 100.
Probably.
That's pretty cool. Neat. Is there stuff in these too? So people will enjoy exploring the kitchen. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, neat. So there's something different in each one of these for people to experience something a little different. Okay. Oh, very neat. So for those who are interested in learning more about Julia Child, and even if you're not, you should be, because she is a very influential person in history, human history. Just, cooking segments, celebrity chefs, cooking shows, they are everywhere. They are everywhere now.
For her, yeah.
And she was one of the first mainstream, I guess, celebrity chefs. And I tell you, it just broke the ground there's so many cooking shows nowadays and so many celebrity chefs. And it's just amazing how she paved the way. And there you go. And you can learn so much. There's great photography, great memorabilia, great exhibition. So again, it opens on Friday to the members of the Henry Ford Museum and Saturday to the general public, and runs through September 10th. And admission is free for members. So if you get a membership to the Henry Ford, which I highly recommend, because this museum, as I always tell people, is awesome. There are things here that you would not expect, because this is like a Smithsonian. For those who have never been here, you would not believe the things that are here. The historical pieces of just American history are here. Not to mention outside at Greenfield Village. It's just an amazing place. I mean, and then you have these great traveling exhibitions. And Michigan is the first. The Henry Ford is the first to get the Julia Child exhibition anywhere in the world. So, and it runs through September 10th. And there you go. Well, thanks for showing us a preview, as always. And thank you. And we'll end here at the replica of her kitchen, of her TV kitchen. Not just her kitchen, but the TV kitchen.